You wonder what happened in sports today. Brandon Petrilli, he got the wave. We talking a lot with bros today. Cracking some jokes the podcast way. Goals on goals, with homers on homers. Tutties on tutties, got moments on moments. Just tune into BSP. Just tune into BSP. Just tune into BSP. Just tune into Petrilli.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the BSP Podcast. I am Brendan Petrilli. Make sure you click the subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, click the follow button on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Because, man, we're heating up again here in Philadelphia sports. Because, man, the Eagles go and absolutely dominate the Tennessee Titans. I'm wearing the baby blue for the Titans. You know, it's a good color, good jerseys. It's not a good product out there on the football field for the Titans and Mike Vrabel and the guys. Man, the Eagles absolutely put a butt whooping. If you're watching on YouTube, wearing the beautiful Part of My Take Coors Light Edition hoodie, shout out PMT. Love the boys out there. Make sure you go give them a follow too. Tell them I sent you. All right. And then I also got the Phillies hat on too. Because guess what? Hot stove it's heated up. Philly signed Trey Turner. I put a video out yesterday about that, breaking it down right when the news happened. So go check that out too. Click the button. Go check out the page for some more Philadelphia sports action. But this episode today, we're getting into the Philadelphia Eagles, baby. 11-1. Just the best team in football. Best team in football by far. Enough said. No debate. No, you can't say who do they beat. The Eagles are the best team in football. Flat out, plain and simple. They can beat you in so many different ways. Mark Farzetta kind of said it best Monday morning on his recap show. Go check out the Farzy show too. I work for the Farzy show. He said normally when you're doing sports talk radio and stuff, it's like the kiss of death to say that a team has no identity, right? That's normally when a team's bad, really, really bad. They can't figure out ways to win. They don't have anything to hang their hat on that they do well. But this is different. This team can beat you in, 6 different ways. They can go and run for 300 plus yards. Your quarterback can run for 150 one week and then come back the next and throw for 380 yards and put up 30 plus points both weeks. Your defense can go and you can get interceptions left and right like they did to start the year. Have the best turnover differential in the league. Most dominant defense in secondary back there. Their defense was giving up a lot of runs, rushing yards. And that's not the case anymore. They go and shut down the best running back in the league, the best, Derrick Henry. They can go and take away whatever you have, whatever you do best. The Eagles can change their team and make that their best. They can go pass the football, run the football, stretch you out, take it slow, go fast, score 100 points, beat you 17-16. Can win a close game, go get a 2-minute drive down the field and win a football game with a game-winning field goal. We can blow you out. We can go down 14-0 and win. We can go and just coast. It's hard to find ways for this football team to lose. There's only one. Only one. And everybody wanted to make that the blueprint. Run the football. Take the ball out of their hands. Hopefully you get a couple turnovers from the Eagles. Well, the Tennessee Titans, they were trying that. They tried it. But because the Eagles and Howie Roseman, I've said this a lot, this is a running theme, went out, got the big boys, addressed the needs that you had on that defensive line. And Sue and Joseph, you had Jordan Davis back for a couple snaps. It looked like they were being a little cautious with him. He came off hobbling. I think they kind of shut it down for him because they saw the way that game was going. Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, Josh Sweat, Hassan Reddick, Brandon Graham, all these guys are just getting after them. Their biggest runs were by Ryan Tannehill, their quarterback. 3 rushes for 37 yards. There's another stat out there. Derrick Henry's had over 75 games where he's had 10 carries or more. And there's only 5 times that he was held below 50 yards rushing. Like, it's wild. The way this team has answered I was sitting there watching the game, right? With my buddy Shane and Greg. And even the special teams, Britton Covey was making plays happen. He wasn't getting lit up. He was actually having nice 20-plus yard punt returns. This defensive special teams was flying down there. My boy Nakobe Dean going down there on special teams and lighting guys up, not giving up the big returns. I'm sitting there with him. I'm like, isn't it nice when we bitch about something and you could tell that they hear it, they see it too, and they change it? It's nice to have that happen. It's nice to see the Eagles go and run the football down people's throats when they can. It's nice to see that they go and air it out to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Quez Watkins and Jack Stoll for all the guys, Grant Calcaterra had a couple 2 nice catches. Spreading the ball out. They can do it in so many different ways. They can go and they can blitz. They can rush 4. They can stop the run. They can shut you down. Now it's just putting it all together. That's the craziest part about this football team is they have yet to really, I guess this was the first game that they had a complete 4 quarters. Complete all the way through. You've had crazy second quarters to start the season, the best second quarter team in the NFL, in NFL history. But then you'd come out the third quarter, you'd be slow. You'd let teams back in it. This game, once they got up, 28-10, it was over. You knew the Titans were coming back. And they coasted the rest of the way. You were able to let Jalen and the guys get the backups in there. Gardner Minshew handing off the football. They should have let him sling it a couple times just to have Gardner get pumped up. But anyway, that was the first complete game you've had all year. And that's with guys out. Avonte Maddox, Dallas Goedert, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. These are elite players in the NFL that you're missing. And to be able to start piecing things together to figure out what your problems are, address them, and fix them, it's awesome. That's all I got, What else is there to say? You want to bitch. Yeah, everybody's hating on Seth Joyner. Because he's like, oh, you could be more aggressive here, blah, blah, blah. Dude, whenever they needed to in this game, normally, yes, I agree. They have had to in the past. But these guys were getting after him, no problem. Javon Hargrave, Josh Sweat with 3 sacks. All he had to do was rush 4 on him. On Ryan Tannehill. This team was terrible. This Titans team. A team that you saw go wire to wire with the Bills, go wire to wire with like the Bengals. Good contending teams. This isn't a nobody team, and the Eagles made them look like they were a 3-win team. You can't say that the Titans aren't a nobody. They've hung in there with the best of the AFC, the NFC, and the Eagles made them look like a nobody. That's why they're the best team in the NFL. That's why they're going on a run. That's why we're making a push to the Super Bowl. And all because of the way that they have adapted, they have grown over the past year, and that starts with Jalen Hurts. That's why Jalen Hurts has developed into an amazing pocket passer now. Yeah. Go back. Some people go back and comment on my old takes on the YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe. If you're doing that, subscribe, press the button, put the bell on. But if you are going back and go check it out, I was very critical on Jalen Hurts. I didn't think he could throw the ball down the field. He's proven me wrong. The way he's calm, cool, and collected, goes through his reads, bang, bang. We're saying this every week now. AJ's open. Put it on a dime, right on the cornerback's shoulder. And just the way AJ snatches that. It even hits the shoulder pad, and the ball doesn't move because it just sticks to his hands. I haven't even gotten to that aspect of the game yet. Just the way he can go, and the other one down the sideline before that. It's insane. He's putting the ball where it needs to be. He had a couple low ones where he kind of missed it, short-armed it. That's going to happen. I'm not going to expect perfection. No way. But it's awesome to see him see what's wrong, knows what he's got to do, fix it, and get better. Hold it to a standard. That's what he's been saying all year. It's the Alabama in him. We have a standard. We got to reach the standard. This game, they reached that standard. Now, got to be hungry and got to keep moving forward. You got a couple tough games against the division. Moving up here, the Giants, they're not going to roll over and die for you, even though they're a terrible football team that just tied another bad football team in the commies. Ugly. But the Titans have a lot of similarities to the Giants. They want to run the football. They want to play defense and make you make a mistake late in the game. They're very opportunistic. The Eagles didn't give the Titans a chance to let their defense be opportunistic because they went and they took charge and they did whatever they wanted with them. I see the same exact aspect coming up this next week against the New York Football Giants. Just go out. Danny Dimes got nothing on you. They have no weapons. All they got is Saquon. Stuff the run. Make sure they don't get screen passes to him, getting him involved. Shut him down. The rest of that team is atrocious. Contain Danny Dimes running out and rolling around in the pocket there because he can run. Seen it all year. Make him make mistakes. Get a pick. Get some sacks. And this offense, do whatever. You can run the football. You can throw the football. Because Jalen Hurts is an MVP candidate. And this Eagles football team is going to lock up the number 1 seed. Dallas stinks. We'll take care of them on Christmas Eve. That'll be a fun game. But take care of business here this upcoming week, just like you did against the Tennessee Titans. And we're going to keep having fun with it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hold up. I didn't even get into the A.J. Brown factor. The guy, it's his revenge game against his team. Just the way all the critics, everybody out there, does A.J. have a problem? Fumbled the past couple games. Getting the ball stripped. He was sick. He was ankle injury. He's throwing up. You could tell he was healthy. You could tell that smirk on his face. He's looking over there. Yep, you guys messed up. I'm showing it to you on the home field, my new home field for the next 5+ years, and I'm making a mark, and I love it. Him and Jalen are rocking and rolling. The way that him and Devontae can just bang, cut in, out, play off of each other. He literally, on the first touchdown of his, double moved the guy, made him sit down, and the guy tried to tackle him, ran him over, stayed on his feet, and walked in for an easy touchdown. Like, the guy's a grown man at 25 years old. It's ridiculous. Then I was talking about the catch on the corner, on that fade route, bang, he snags it. He's on when he's just snatching the ball. How strong he is, how much he can go and get after the catch. You could see a cheap shot by the one cornerback, and him and AJ and him, 47, I think it was, they were going at it the rest of the game because that guy's trying to turn his ankles because he couldn't handle him. That was dirty, absolute dirty, and I don't put that past Vrabel. I think that comes from the top. They one of those teams that'll do whatever it can to get an edge. Dirty. But he went past it. He kept pushing. He proved what he's worth. He's proved that he's worth that 5-year, $100 million. Go ahead, trade me for a first-round pick. Treylon Burks, he looks like he could be a good player too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that by any stretch of the means. But that's why I said trade the first-round pick. Get the proven commodity because that guy has elevated this team. You can see the differences in the two teams, the explosiveness, the it factor, the want, the drive, the swagger that these two teams have. The Eagles can do whatever they want, whenever they want. We didn't even talk about the sloppiness yet on the offensive line, it being 1st and 15, 3rd and 15. You were never afraid of what down situation they were in because they can go and hit AJ. They can hit Devontae for 15, 20, 25 yards at a time. They can run the ball if they need to. Jalen can rush. You were never scared of where they were down and distance-wise against this team. Now, you can't get used to that. Of course, you want those third and mediums. But when it came to the Titans, they don't have that guy that can bail you out of situations like that. The Eagles got a sack or they stuffed the run to start their drive. It was over. They were like, once they ran once or twice and it's 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, they were defeated. You can go pin your ears back, rush 4, rush 5, go get after them, because none of those guys on offense were going to beat any of the Eagles defensive backs one-on-one. You could play bump and run man. You could even drop into zone, because the Eagles players are just bigger, faster, and stronger, and you could tell the difference in talent on these squads. And that's why the Eagles are the best team in the NFL. They still got their problems. They got to clean up the miscues on the offensive line. You got to get healthy in the secondary. Avante should be coming back this week. That'll be huge. Maybe I was talking with John Kincaid a little bit. Maybe he could play a little safety for you until CJ gets back from the lacerated kidney. Maybe a little bit of emergency, because that's probably my biggest fear, is having Blankenship back there playing 40-plus snaps a game for you as an undrafted free agent rookie. When that's your biggest concern, I'll take it. I'll take 11-1. I'll take the top of the NFL. I'll take the best team in the league. People who are talking, oh, what does it matter if they are not the best team in the NFL right now? I agree with you, but it's the confidence. It's the swagger. The national media doesn't have to say it, but when you know it, as a team, as a fan base, as a franchise, when you know that it's going to be a hard time to come in here and play football, we know that we are the best. Not just hoping you are, but to know you are, to know that you can do things in multiple different ways and beat people in multiple different ways. It's a difference. And you see it, the confidence. And that's why they've held themselves, the way they talk after games. And that's on Jalen Hurts. That's on Nick Sirianni to put that standard out there and to hold everybody credible. And it's going to be exciting the rest of the way. So make sure you click the subscribe button, put the bell on, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that. It's in the description link below. Go check out the Phillies video. Trey Turner, baby, too. Let's go. Maybe the Phillies are going to add a couple more pieces as we move throughout the hot stove here. Plenty more to come with the Eagles. Shout out to the 215. Go Bills. Go Phils. All right. Go Birds.